here to the NATS, National Music Theater Competition, and we're so glad you can be here. There were 24 semifinalists, and the judges had a hard time picking these 6, but I know that you will really enjoy the program. This is my first year doing the competition. We had preliminary rounds in New York, Chicago, LA, and online, and we had about 200 singers. So there was a big pool to choose from, so we got a lot of wonderful singers. I want to thank a couple people. I want to thank Alan Henderson, our executive director. I want to thank Diana Allen, the vice president for auditions and coordinator of the NATS competition, which went yesterday, and Amanda Motes, the assistant to everything. Couldn't do it without Amanda. Thank you so much. I would like to ask that you hold your applause till the end of each singer's program, so we can move it along a little bit. And this wonderful thing here, yes, put it on performance mode. There's nothing so important, no friend needs to get in touch with you. If they were really your friend, they'd be here with you. So turn that off, please. Okay? So please enjoy, and we'll see you in a little while. Thanks.
In a dorm with Sarah Katz, who drank herbal tea on yoga mats. She played Grateful Dead to meditate and never said a word to me. I could deal with patchouli and clouds of pot, but with her late night seances, I could not. I was caught in the haze of her hookah ablaze when it suddenly occurred to me we just don't work well. The chemistry wasn't right. She likes goji and kale and dresses on sale and playing hacky sack all night. I could get along better with a person I don't hate. So the housing committee took pity and found me a new roommate. I shared my new room with Eunice Green, the nerdiest girl I'd ever seen. She watched Star Trek all day and played Dungeons and Dragons and never said a word to me. I could deal with the comic books lining the shelves, but SpaghettiO stains don't clean themselves. While she was picking her bunions and funneling Funyuns, I organized my moving plan. We didn't work well. The chemistry wasn't right. She liked NASA and chess and Meet the Press and watching Doctor Who all night. So the housing committee, well, they saved me from techie hell. And they said, your new dorm will be perfectly normal as well. Where is one normal person who's simple and easy and plain? I'll find one normal person, or else I might just go insane. There was Sandy McLeod, who slept in my bed, and Wendy McLean, who I liked, now she's dead. I had to get out, there was no other way, 'cause I couldn't take it. Then Randy, who moved her entire estate in, an emo named Amy, who worships Satan. And then there's Linda, the Buddhist, who's also a nudist, and I can't take it. I want one normal person to finally put me at peace. So I left Sarah Katz, Eunice Green, and the housing committee, and found a sign that rent. There's no room to chat in my studio flat, so I'm finally free and spent. So if the problem's not Sandy or Wendy or Amy or Linda or Randy, that one normal person is got to be me. Makes the lonely winter seem long. You are the breathless hush of evening that trembles on the brink of a lovely song. You are the angel glow that lights the star. The dearest things I know are what you are. Someday my happy arms will hold you, and someday I'll know that moment divine when all the things you are. On a hill, I could lease a villa in Seville, but it wouldn't be as nice as a summer in Ohio with a gay midget named Carl playing Tevye and Porgy. I could wander Paris after dark, take a carriage ride through Central Park, but it wouldn't be as nice as a summer in Ohio, where I'm sharing a room with a former stripper and her snake, Wayne. I could have a satchel full of dollar bills, cures for all the nation's ills, pills to make a lion purr. I could be in line to be the British Queen, look like I was 17. Still, I'm certain I'd prefer to be going slowly batty 40 miles east of Cincinnati. I could shove an ice pick in my eye. I could eat some fish from last July, but it wouldn't be as awful as a summer in Ohio without cable, hot water, Vietnamese food, or you. I saw your book out of Borders in Kentucky under a sign that said new and recommended. I stole a look at your picture on the inside sleeve, and then I couldn't leave. Richard, who was with me, got uncharacteristically quiet. Then he said, all things considered, I guess you don't have to buy it. So I smiled like Mona Lisa, and I laid my visa down. He wants me, but he ain't gonna get me. I found my guiding light. I tell the stars each night, look at me, look at him. Son of a bitch, I guess I'm doing something right. I finally got something right. waiting for you to visit. So hurry up, schmuck, get unstuck and get on the scene. Love the midget, the stripper, Wayne the snake, and Mrs. Jamie Witherstein. That's me. This is my street. I smile at the faces I've known all my life. They regard me with pride, and everyone's sweet. They say you're going places. So how can I say that while I was away, I had so much to hide? Hey guys, it's me, the biggest disappointment, you know. The kid couldn't hack it. She's back, and she's walking real slow. Welcome home, just breathe. As the radio plays old forgotten boleros, I think of the days when this city was mine. I remember the praise, ay te adoro, te quiero. The neighborhood waved and said, Nina, be brave and you're gonna be fine. And maybe it's me, but it all seems like lifetimes ago. So what do I say to these faces that I used to know? Hey, I'm home. They're not worried about me. They are all counting on me to succeed. I am the one who made it out, the one who always made the grade. But maybe I should have just stayed home. When I was a child, I stayed wide awake, climbed to the highest place on every fire escape, restless to climb. I got every scholarship, saved every dollar, the first to go to college. How do I tell them why I'm coming back home with my eyes on the horizon? Just me and the GWB, asking, gee, Nina, what'll you be? Straighten the spine, smile for the neighbors. Everything's fine, everything's cool. The standard reply, lots of tests, lots of papers. Smile, wave goodbye, and pray to the sky. Oh God, and what will my parents say? Can I go in there and say, I know that I'm letting you down? Just breathe. Will he like me when we meet? Will the shy and quiet girl he's going to see be the girl that he's imagined me to be? Will he like me? Will he like the girl he sees? If he doesn't, will he know enough to know that there's more to me than I may always show? Will he like me? Will he know that there's a world of love waiting to warm him? Oh, I'm hoping that his eyes and ears won't misinform him. Will he like me? Who can say? How I wish that we could meet another day. It's absurd for me to carry on this way. I'll try not to. Will he like me? He's just got to. When I am in my room alone and I write, thoughts come easily, words come fluently then. That's how it is when I'm alone. But tonight, there's no hiding behind my paper and pen. Will he know that there's a world of love waiting to warm him? How I'm hoping that his eyes and ears won't misinform him. Will he like me? I don't know. All I know is that I'm tempted not to go. It's insanity for me to worry so. I'll try not to. Will he like me? He's just got to. Will he like me? Will he like me? Oh, bless the Lord, my soul, his grace to thee proclaim, and all that is within me join to bless his holy name. Oh, yeah. Oh, bless the Lord, my soul, his mercies bear in mind. Forget not all his benefits, for to thee is kind. He will not always chide, he will in patience wait. His wrath is ever slow to rise, and ready to abate, and ready to abate, and ready to
I just hear an alarm start ringing? Did I see sirens go flying past? Though I don't know what tomorrow's bringing, I've got a singular impression things are moving too fast. I'm gliding smooth like a figure skater. I'm riding high as a rocket blast. I just expected it 10 years later. I've got a singular impression things are moving too fast. And you say, oh no, step on the brakes, do whatever it takes, just stop this train. Slow, slow, the lights turning red. But I say, no, no, whatever I do, I'll barrel on through and I won't complain. No matter what I try, I'm flying full speed ahead. I never worry to walk the wire. I won't do anything just half-assed. But with the stakes getting somewhat higher, I've got a singular impression things are moving too fast. I found a woman I love, and I found an agent who loves me. Things might get bumpy, but some people analyze every detail. Some people stall when they can't see the trail. Some people freeze out of fear that they'll fail, but I keep rolling on. Some people can't find success with their art. Some people never feel love in their heart. Some people can't tell these two things apart, but I keep rolling on. And oh, maybe I can't follow through, but oh, what else am I supposed to do? I dreamed of riding like the high and mighty. Now I'm the subject of a bidding war. I met my personal Aphrodite. I'm doing things I've never dreamed of before. We start to take the next step together. Found an apartment on 73rd. The Atlantic Monthly's printing my first chapter. 2,000 bucks without rewriting one word. I left Columbia and I don't regret it. I wrote a book and Sonny Meadow read it. My heart's been stolen, my ego's swollen. I'll just keep rolling on. Got all this and more before 24. It's hard not to be sure. I'm spinning out of control, out of control. I'm feeling panicked and rushed and hurried. I'm feeling outmaneuvered and outclassed. But I'm so happy I can't get worried about this singular impression. I've got a singular impression things are moving too fast. The earth has bled. Oh, singing wind down the neighborhood. He is gone now, gone for good. Gone for good. Deluge flood, ice water rise. hair, your head, your clothes, your eyes. Sisters shed tears of blood. The earth has bled, now come the flood. Apologies for being late, making everybody wait. Tonight the moon illuminates more than just a city bus. I am the orphan ship of state, drifting, driverless, moving slow, 'neath my awful freight of woe. The earth has bled. The president is, oh, blight November winter night. The president what I've come to realize is, whether it's voting rights or the freedom rides, the fight for justice will never end. Is this who I really am? Is this who I really am? The moment I saw truth, I knew that in my youth, questioning everything I knew, blown away just by being here. Everything I thought was true, gone the moment fear came in. My world turned upside down from sky to ground, upside down, head to toe, here and now, turned inside out, up and down. Dreaming of a world soon where happy love can get us to the moon, knocked down off the ground. Love always existed upside down. I never thought it could be true, but hearts will be changed. They're changing my world, turned upside down from sky to ground, upside down, head to toe, here and now, turned inside out, up and down. My world turned upside down from sky to ground, upside down, head to toe, here and now, turned inside out, up and down. slave, I'd be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Is this who I really am? This is who I really am. Upside. Raise your foot now, that's the way you'll be moving on today. Raise the other, put it down. Now you're headed into town. Oh boy, you got left, right, oh boy, ain't that right? Got some years ahead to go, you'll go free if you take it slow. Oh boy, you got left, right, oh boy, ain't that right? Two kinds of people in this world, some say yes and some say no. Time to say which side you're on. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Say yes and your adventure starts. Not always as expected. Say no, you stay apart, but you stay protected. You've got to give yourself a reason to rejoice. For the music you make counts for everything. Now every living soul has got a voice. You got to give it room and let it sing. My family never had enough, made the best of every day. Ate what's on our plate, you know, never threw a thing away. We kept our nightmares on the shelf. Our dreams were at the table, pass them down and help yourself. As long as you are able. My mama told me, son, forget what might have been. Give yourself a break, whatever's happening. Don't let your spirit, son, come closing in. You got to give it room and let it sing. You got to give it room and let it sing. You've got to lift up your voice and sing. Got some years ahead to go. You'll go free if you take it slow. Got some years, it won't be long, and you'll be free to sing your song. Oh boy, you got left, right, oh boy. This precious little really folks like us control, but you can make your music from the simplest thing. And you're the one who's got to tend your soul. You got to give it room and let it sing. You got to give it room and let it sing. You got to let it sing. You got to let it sing. You've got to give it room and let it sing. I'm not gonna tell you you're making a mistake. tell you not to go, no I won't. I'll only say what I've learned along my way. The devil you know beats the devil you don't. We don't work in the best of situations. We don't live very well. We don't live in the neighborhood of heaven. We live somewhere closer to hell. Now we have learned to work around the situation. Learn to hide till the heat has passed. You will learn a promise of salvation can mask another infernal blast. The devil you know beats the devil you don't. That promised land could turn out to be dry. Once you're gone, you might ask yourself why. Maybe you will, or maybe you won't, but the devil you know beats the devil you don't. Now, we could argue all night because I care about you too. Maybe you will go, or maybe you won't, but I hope you will remember that mean old money-grubbing, gin-guzzling, name-calling devil you know might be better than a smooth-talking, fine-looking, dream-spinning, promise-making devil. Listen to me now, beats the devil you don't. Y'all not listening to me? Beats the devil you don't. Beats the devil you don't. I don't remember you. I don't remember you. I don't recall a single thing we used to say or do. What picnic in the park? What laughter in the dark? What smoldering fireplace that lit your face with every spark? And if I left you once before, somehow I can't recall it anymore. That was another girl. You're not at all like her. Although you bear a faint resemblance, you're another face. Yes, I was wrong. This moment is new. Because I can't, I won't, I don't remember you. That was another time and place. Although you bear a faint resemblance, you're another face. Yes, I was wrong. This moment is new. Because I can't, I won't, I don't remember. In my twisted face, there's not the slightest trace of anything that even hints of kindness. And from my tortured shape, no comfort, no escape. I see, but deep within is utter blindness, hopeless as my dream dies, as the time flies, love a lost illusion, helpless, unforgiven, caught and driven to this sad conclusion. No beauty could move me, no goodness improve me, no power on earth if I can't love her. No passion could reach me, no lesson could teach me how I could have loved her and make her love me too. If I can't love her, then who? Long ago I should have seen all the things I could have been. Careless and unthinking, I moved onward. No pain could be deeper, no life could be cheaper, no point anymore if I can't love her. No spirit could win me, no hope left within me. How I could have loved her, and that she set me free. But it's not to be if I can't love her. Let the world be done with me. It ain't necessarily so. It ain't necessarily so. The things that you're liable to read in the Bible ain't necessarily so. Little David was small, but oh my. Little David was small, but oh my. He fought big Goliath, who lay down and dieth. Little David was small, but oh my. What you? Was in bamboo blue, who da da wa da da, scatty wa, yeah. Oh, Jonah, he lived in the well. Oh, Jonah, he lived in the well. For he made his home in that fish's abdomen. Oh, Jonah, he lived in a well. Come on now. Little Moses was found in a stream. Little Moses was found in a stream. He floated on water till the old Pharaoh's daughter, she fished him, she said, from that stream. Wadu, Zimbabwe, who da da wa da da, scatty wa, yeah. It ain't necessarily so. It ain't necessarily so. They tell all your children the devil's a villain ain't necessarily so. To get into heaven, don't snap for a 7. Live clean, don't have no faults like me. Oh, I takes that gospel whenever it's possible, but with a grain of salt. Methuselah lived 900 years. Methuselah lived 900 years. But who calls a living when no gals are given to no man? What's 900 years? 900 years? I'm preaching this sermon to show it ain't Nessa, ain't Nessa, ain't Nessa, ain't Nessa, ain't necessarily so. And tell a story, let it echo far and wide. Make them hear you, make them hear you. How justice was our battle, and how justice was denied. Make them hear you, make them hear you. And say to those who blamed us for the way we chose to fight, that sometimes there are battles which are more than black or white, and I could not put down my sword when justice was my right. Make them hear, make them hear. Go out and tell our stories to your daughters and your sons. Make them hear you, make them hear you. And tell them in our struggle we were not the only ones. Make them hear you, make them hear you. Your sword can be a sermon or the power of the pen. Teach every child to raise his voice, and then, my brothers, then will justice be demanded by 10 million righteous men. Make them hear you. When they hear you, I'll be near you again.
When you're in love and you are wondering if he really is the one, there's an ancient sign sure to tell you if your search is over and done. Catch a bee, and if he don't sting you, you're in a spell that's just begun. It's a guarantee till the end of time, your true love you have won, have won. When a taken. I'm so happy at last. Maybe I dreamed, but he seems sweet, golden as a crown. A sleeping bee done told me how walks with my feet off the ground when my one true sitting in the drawing room. protect me, and I won't lie down, roll over and die. All I have to do is forget how much I love him. All I have to do is put my longing to one side. Tell myself that love's an ever-changing situation. Passion would have cooled, and all the magic would have died. It's easy. All I have to do is pretend I never knew him. Under those very rare occasions when he steals into my heart. Better to have lost him when the ties were barely binding. Better the contempt of a familiar cannot start. It's easy. Until I think about him as he was when I last touched him, and how he would have been were I to be with him today. Those very rare occasions, don't let up, they keep on coming. All I ever wanted, and I'm throwing it away. It's easy, it's easy as life. But then I see the faces of a worn, defeated people, a father and a nation who wants to let a coward run. Is this how the gods reward the faithful through the ages, forcing us to prove that all the hardest things we've done? Easy, so easy. And though I think about him till the earth draws in around me, and though I choose to leave him for another kind of love, this is no denial, no betrayal, but redemption. Redeemed in my own eyes and in the pantheon above. It's easy as life. It's easy as life. It's easy as life. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, holy cow, what to wear, and your hair, what a mess, pick a dress, oh my gosh, are you mourning a death, take a breath, what a look, I mistook you for butternut squash, oh my gosh. Keep it soft, keep it bright, be a girl, something pink, don't you think, just a touch, not too much, he likes you, just be you, he won't care what you wear, I don't know, should I go with the pink or the blue? What to do for someone who is nothing short of wonderful, nothing short him, and it's you, and it's true what you've heard. Like a bird, how you lift and your chest feels a pull, like you're full of a joy, 'cause a boy interrupted your shift. Like something nothing short of wonderful. Oh, it was nothing short of wonderful. What if, when we're dancing, I'm clumsy, our feet collide? What if, when we're dancing, he dips me, our lips meet, and we glide across the room? And it feels nothing short of wonderful. Nothing short of wonderful. Hurry up, he won't wait, he can't wait half the night, either white or maroon. You're a loon, you're a mess, and you think you might bust, but you've just gotta choose. Pick the shoes and decide on a dress, and you'll feel nothing short of wonderful. Nothing short of wonderful. Oh my gosh, on a date, but you can't make him wait, no, you can't make him late, and your room is in heaps and you can't see the floor, and you finally get what a girdle is for. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Beatrice, Belinda, thank goodness I found you. I was absolutely lost without you. But now you're here, but now I'm here, and we're at last together. As time passes, you grow on me, I glow on you, you're my favorite, you are too. Why would I want to comb over land and foam for faint pleasure dome made of air, when I have my own dome that I'm combing around filled with hair, hair, euphorious hair, glorious hair, victorious hair, such wondrous hair. Down with love, with flowers and rice and shoes. Down with love, the root of all midnight blues. Down with things that give you that well-known pain. Take that moon, wrap it in cellophane. Down with love, let's liquidate all its friends, like moon, June, roses and rainbows ends. Down with songs that moan about night and day. Down with love, take it away, away, take it away, take it away. Give it back to the birds and the bees and the Viennese. Down with eyes, romantic and stupid. Down with sighs, down with Cupid. Brother, let's stuff that dove. Down with love. Down with love, liquidate all its friends, like moon, June, roses and rainbows ends. Down with songs that moan about night and day. I know he's around when the sky and the ground started ringing. He's real and the world is alive and shining. Oh my man, I love him so he'll never know. All my life I tell him, you say either, I'll say either. When I'm married, mister, you say neither, I'll say neither. Either, neither, neither, neither. Let's call the whole thing off. Take it away, take it away. Give it back to the birds and the bees and the Viennese. Oh, down with eyes, romantic and stupid. Down with sighs, down with Cupid. Brother, let's stuff that dove. I don't care if he's young, seafaring, bold and daring, big be-whiskered or overbearing. Down, down with love.
Camelot, Camelot, and here am I to give my all. I know in my soul what you expect of me, and all that and more I shall be. A knight of the Table Round should be invincible, succeed where a less fantastic man would fail, climb a wall no one else can climb, cleave a dragon in record time, swim a moat in a coat of heavy iron mail. No matter the pain, a man should be unwincible, impossible deeds should be his daily fare. But where in the world is there in the world a man so extraordinary? C'est moi, I'm forced to admit, 'tis I humbly reply, that mortal who these marvels can do, c'est moi, 'tis I. I've never lost in battle or game, I'm simply the best by far. When swords are crossed, 'tis always the same, one blow and au revoir. C'est moi, so admirably fit, a French Prometheus unbound. And here I stand with valor untold, exceptionally brave, amazingly bold, to serve at the Table Round. The soul of a knight should be a thing remarkable, his heart and his mind as pure as morning dew. With a will and a self-restraint, that's the envy of every saint, he could easily work a miracle or two. To love and desire he ought to be unsparkable, the ways of flesh should offer no allure. But where in the world is there in the world a man so untouched and pure? C'est moi, I blush to disclose, I'm far too noble to lie. That man in whom these qualities bloom, c'est moi, 'tis I. I've never strayed from all I believe, I'm blessed with an iron will. Had I been made the partner in Eve, we'd be in Eden still. C'est moi, the angels have chose to fight their battles below. And here I stand, as pure as a prayer, incredibly clean, with virtue to spare. The godliest man I know, c'est moi! Black misfortune we're surrounded, although by fallen angels we are hounded, we'll manage yet to thwart their base designs. Before the dawn we'll shatter these confines and shelter where the sun ever shines. There'll be life, there'll be love, there'll be laughter, hearts aglow, we'll never know despair. From this day, come what may, ever after. Brass or gold, what joy untold we'll share. We'll face the future alone, together. Oh, the world and its alarms. There'll be life, there'll be love, there'll be laughter, forever in each other's arms. Alone together, away from all the world and its alarms. There'll be life, there'll be love, there'll be laughter, forever in each other's arms. It's hard to speak my heart. I'm not a man who bears his soul. I let the moment pass me by. I stay where I am in control. I hide behind my work, safe and sure of what to say. I know I must seem hard. I know I must seem cold. I never touched that girl. You think I'd hurt a child yet? I'd hardly seen her face before. I swear, I swore, we barely met. These people try to scare you with things I've never said. I know it makes no sense. I swear I don't know why. You see me as I am. You can't believe I'd lie. You can't believe I'd do these deeds. A little man who's scared and blind, too lost to find the words he needs. I never touched that child, God. I never raised my hand. I stand before you now, incredibly afraid. I pray you understand.
funny. How'd I fail to see this little bedtime tale was funny? I could cry to think of all the irony I've missed. What an unusual twist. Right at the end of it, funny. Who could see that this pathetic scene would be so funny? Once you strain to find a grain of humor underneath. Life double crosses with style, forcing you into a smile so it can kick you in the teeth. Just desserts. We can all laugh till it hurts. At my expense, I'm accustomed to working on spec. I always pick up the check. I think it's funny. Who could top or make this comic opera more compelling? You could weave in some deceit to even up the score. You'd have us all on the floor. That would be roaringly funny. Sad enough my life's a joke that suffers in the telling. Just another hoary chestnut from the bottom drawer. I've heard so often before that I can't laugh anymore. Today's the day your son becomes a man, Papa. Today he claims a mate and joins the clan, Papa. Or that's what you'd expect from any son who walks erect. Well, I'm sorry, but I've got a different plan, Papa. I'm not like the other cavemen. Mother Nature gave men a brain, but for most of them it's all in vain. They got no reason or rhyme. Undeniably, I'm way ahead of my time. Remember when you took me hunting for mastodon? How at first I nearly fainted, then I hurried home and painted. People saw my sketch and learned the story and passed it on, 'cause it was plastered on the wall for the glory of us all. With a spear in hand, I fear I'm ineffectual, but I might just be the world's first Homo sapien who's an intellectual. I'm not like the other cavemen. All the gruff and grave men I greet like to hunt and grunt and eat raw meat. They seem at home in the grime. Undeniably, I'm way ahead of my time. Remember when the days were chilly and Pleistocene? How you made me those pajamas from the skins of woolly mammoths. Only nowadays it's not so frozen and iced-to-scene. It might be nice to see new clothes in a style that I'll propose. Now you know I'd never put myself in jeopardy, but I swear that I would kill for something sleek and leopardy, 'cause I'm not like the other cavemen. Can't you see I crave many things that a lowbrow lifestyle never brings? No chance for something sublime. Undeniably, I'm way ahead of my time. I'm sick of all these dances with the ooga booga crap. If I could only show you all the steps I've got on tap. Just watch me. See me shine, Papa? Ooh, I'm on fire. I'll tell you what fire is later. I'm not like the other cavemen. Virtue virtuous and brave men, no doubt, but the kind that I can do without. They seem at home in the grime. Undeniably, I'm gonna have to say, Pa, can't you see I'm way ahead of my time?
Hello, thank you for being patient. Want to thank our judges, and I'll introduce them in a few minutes. Thank you so much for being here. I think we had a great evening of music. I want to ask all of the singers, contestants to come up onto the stage, if you will. Okay, so now I want to introduce Brian Horn, the president of the NATS Foundation.
I know that you're all eager to hear the results, and so I won't take long. But I would just like to say, well, first of all, thank you to Alan and to Amanda for all their work, and for everybody who put this together, and for the opportunity for me to come and speak to you about the foundation. A lot of people don't know quite what we do. The foundation actually pays for a lot of what goes on kind of underneath the scenes. So the first 2 prizes tonight come from NATS. Everything else comes from the foundation. And last night, the top 2 came from NATS. The other 12 come from the foundation. And we fund about $14,000 a year for the intern program and many other things that the foundation does. Excuse me. Many years ago, when I first joined the foundation board, essentially what we did was put $5,000 a year towards the intern program and then NATS. And that was about all we did, because that was the level of funding that we had. We had dreams to do other things. And so through the years, we've been able to add to that. So now our annual contribution to the intern program, I said annual, but every year, is $14,000, because we feel a little bit better able to do that. We fund new SNATS chapters and give them a subscription to the Journal of Singing. We fund the Emerging Leaders Awards for people to attend the convention in convention years. We fund the Joan Boyton Awards for independent teachers. We're trying to do more. And so 10 years ago, we had a vision about what we could do if we had a little more money. And so we now have stepped up so that we fund every finalist in the National Musical Theater Competition. I'd like to get to a day when we could fund every semifinalist like we do in the NATS competition, and I dream of that day. And if we get our endowment to about $1 million, we're at about 900,000 right now. If we get to $1 million, I think we could do that. I think we'd fund every semifinalist. And in fact, I would like, if we could get a little more than that, maybe we could get to a day where we could provide the housing for people to come, so that at the expense, if they had the talent, they had the dream, they had the drive to get here, the housing cost, the travel cost wouldn't keep them from making the choice. I'd love to be able to do that. We don't have the money right now. I would love for us to do more than that. Why can't there be an intern program just for musical theater? Why not? It's just money that's holding us back, and I don't mean to be flip about that. We're not waiting for the development of new technology to develop. It's just money. Alan and Amanda and the national staff have proven they can handle any detail that comes that way, so why not? We're just waiting on money. So I might ask you, every NATS member in the audience, if you would, again, I've said this last night, if you would just give up one Starbucks coffee for $5 a year and give us that money, that would be more contributions than we would have had ever. And if you would do maybe once a month, then it would be an incredible thing that we could come up with. And we could look out for the future of our profession so that we wouldn't be falling behind when NASCAR and who knows what else, professional wrestling, are making strides and we're falling behind. It just takes money. Everything else is in place. And so I would ask you, log onto the national website, go to the NATS Foundation, and just give us a Starbucks coffee, or if you want, maybe like the Admiral's platter at Red Lobster. Okay? If you want. Just waiting on you to do it. So if you would be so kind, talk to your friends and support the NATS Foundation. Thank you so much.
could have Brian back at the door, and before any NATS member leaves, you have to give him a donation. That actually happens in Texoma, kind of almost, right, with our NATS representative. So now introduce our executive director, Alan Henderson.
Thank you. And you don't have to be a NATS member to give. I mean, you know, it's always a highlight of our work all year, over 2 years actually, to have the finals of these competitions. And our board supported a decision a couple of years ago to move the finals of these competitions to New York City every other year. And that's been a positive thing in many ways, and we look forward to continuing that and building on that, as this is the first time we've had the finals together in New York City. And so we will look forward to that continuing. I also hope that you will have already, hopefully, on the back page, read about some of our past winners and their success. This competition is young by NATS standards, because last night's competition is its 45th year, our iteration. And but this competition has had some immediate success for our winners. You can see that here. Several of them live in the city now, but they couldn't be here tonight because they're working, actually, which is kind of nice. Jacob Watson's in Phantom. If you go to Phantom while you're here, you'll see him on stage. And the others that are mentioned here are having great success, and they've actually, many of them got their connections for their success from meeting some of the judges and meeting some of the people who were at the competitions. And I must say, even our semifinal judges in the past have employed semifinalists that were not finalists, and some of them have had breaks in careers starting off as a result of being in the National Music Theater Competition. And that's what it's about. That's what our vision is that we want to connect the talent. We want to put it in front of the right people and hope that the kinds of things that we're able to foster in the industry and through the great teaching that goes on and the great performing that's happening with our young singers, that we can facilitate through this competition those kind of things happening. And it's really exciting to be able to tell the stories of some of these singers. I also want to thank the foundation for their support. We also have other support. Hal Leonard, world's leading publisher, really, of music nowadays, has given a gift certificate to the first and second place. Very generous gift certificate. Also, Accompanist is giving a year subscription to Accompanist to the first place winner tonight. That's not in the program. We are really grateful to the support of those who host the site competitions in LA and Chicago, and then the preliminary round here in New York, and they're in your program. Those institutions have supported us really every year since we've started this competition, and we really couldn't do it without the volunteers at those universities and those programs and the things that they have provided us. And so as we move on tonight, I know that we'll have a lot of celebration here in a minute, and I hope that as you go back and wherever you are, that you'll spread the word about this competition and encourage singers, encourage teachers. We've had a winner of this competition from every place that we hold preliminaries. So we've had a person who started out in the online round. We have a person that started out in LA, a person in Chicago, a person in New York. So it's been great to see that as well. And so thank you for being here, and I'll turn it back over to Frank.
Thanks so much. So I'm going to ask Stephen Gross to come up and talk about the award that he's going to give.
Thank you. Musical theater songs is, as I presented a little bit earlier, it's a database developed. We sort of have a trifecta mission. It's the preservation of the past, meaning is a lot of stuff that you, public domain and music that is really difficult to find from way back when. Accessibility for the present, meaning a lot of stuff you heard tonight. And then most importantly is the sort of propagation of the future, and music that is not yet quite in the public eye, the public ear. You probably heard some songs tonight where you're going, oh my God, that's brand new. Not even in a show, not off Broadway. So as myself, who's sort of a proponent of new work and part of what I do for a living, I approached Alan and said, hey, I want to give a prize this year as we start for a newer piece or a new piece of American or musical theater that has not quite yet made it to the real public realm. And so this year, that prize is going to...
So it is for $400 and goes to...
I hope I pronounced this right. Deon'te Goodman, Best New Musical Theater Song Performance.
And now if Alan and Brian will come up to the stage. So the 6th place NATS Foundation Award goes to Delshawn Taylor. The 5th place NATS Foundation Award goes to Tanika Gibson. The 4th place Bill Hayes Prize for $750 goes to Angela Gilbert. Now, the 3rd place, for actually $1,400, goes to Deon'te Goodman. The 2nd place prize for $2,500 goes to Cami Arboles. And I believe that means the 1st place prize for $5,000 goes to Nathaniel Sullivan. Thank you very much. I'd like to introduce and talk about the judges for just a second. We have Krista Moore. Krista? Krista began her career as a ballet dancer, receiving awards and scholarship offers from major New York City ballet schools. At age of 14, she was offered a full scholarship to the American Ballet Theater School and moved to New York City. Krista made an extraordinary Broadway debut starring in the title role of Gypsy to great acclaim, working with the show's iconic creators. Her performance garnered a Theater World Award for Best Broadway Debut, a Tony nomination, a Drama Desk, and Outer Critics Circle Awards nomination. In her next Broadway show, Big, the musical, Krista created the role of Susan Lawrence and received Tony, Drama Desk, and Outer Critics Circle Awards nominations for Best Actress. Known for her unique versatility and an unexpected flair for comedy, she has also been tapped for Broadway's plays such as Noel Coward's Waiting in the Wings, playing Zelda opposite Lauren Bacall and Rosemary Harris at the Walter Kerr and Eugene O'Neill theaters. Ms. Moore has appeared in plays and musicals on regional theater stages across the country. Some of the theaters include Cincinnati Playhouse, Actors Theater of Louisville, Pennsylvania Center Stage, the Rep St. Louis Theater in the Square, San Francisco, Ogunquit Playhouse, Long Wharf, Cleveland Playhouse, Kansas City Rep, Paper Mill Playhouse. She has made television appearances on Law & Order, SVU, All My Children, and a reoccurring role on Days of Our Lives. That was my favorite when it was on. A weekly feature on Baltimore's PM Magazine, as well as appearances on CNN and Entertainment Tonight. Miss Moore can be heard on the original cast recordings of Gypsy, Big, and The Bird of Paradise. Recently, Miss Moore originated the role of Alice and traveled the country on the first national tour of The Addams Family. And this spring, she created the feature role of Isabella in Radio City Music Hall's world premiere of the New York Spring Spectacular, starring the Rockettes. Krista Moore. eDream means weekly. Conservatory, she teaches at the Conservatory, Shenandoah Conservatory, and is one of the leading teachers of music theater styles in CCM internationally. She is a master teacher for the NATS intern program and is on the advisory board for the NATS National Music Theater Competition. She is in high demand for her presentation and music classes on commercial and music theater singing styles and has presented at the Voice Foundation Symposium, NATS National Conference, Pan American Vocology Association, the Southeastern Theater Conference, Mid-Atlantic NATS, Northwestern NATS, and the universities throughout the United States. Her students can be heard on Grammy recordings, movies, Broadway, national, international tours, regional theater, TV, including The Voice, American Idol, Kids Star USA. A researcher in functional voice training, she has co-authored research published in the Journal of Voice regarding the teaching of CCM styles and has a sub-chapter in teaching singing in the 21st century entitled Making the Song Authentic, It's a Matter of Style. As a performing artist, she has been in demand as a contemporary music specialist. She has sung in world premieres of works by Philip Glass, Jacob Druckmann, Stuart Wallace, and Dominic Argento, and has recordings on Decca and Koch. And last but not least, Michael Casera is a casting director and educator based in New York City and dedicated to developing and fostering the growth of new musicals, plays, and film projects. Since the foundation of Michael Casera Casting in 2003, Michael has worked with many of the nation's top theaters, including Gulf Shore Playhouse, the Denver Center, Hangar Theater, Oslo Repertory Theater, the Old Globe, Queens Theater, Great Lakes Theater, Idaho Shakespeare Festival, and more. Recent projects have included The Mad Ones, Spamalot, Forbidden Broadway, Alive and Kicking, Forbidden Broadway, Comes Out Swinging, Fat Camp, Heat Wave, the Jack Cole Project, Kingdom, Falling for Eve, A Little Night Music, Cheer Wars, The Molly Maguires, Stephen Schwartz, Captain Louis, The Gig, Brainstormer, the unauthorized autobiography of Samantha Brown, Joy, and countless readings and workshops. Since 2007, Michael has served as a resident casting director of the New York Musical Festival, where he has cast over 80 individual projects since the festival's inception in 2004. Some favorite NYMF casting credits include The Yellow Wood, All Fall Down, The Woman Upstairs, The Last Smoker in America, Fat Camp, Max Understood, and Twilight in Manchegro. In 2013, Michael became the casting director for the National Alliance for Music Theater and cast for the annual Festival of New Musicals each October. Feature film credits include Grantham and Rose, Contest, and Clear Blue Tuesday. Additionally, he has cast a number of high-profile short films, including Alienated and The Hyperglut. Originally a performer, Michael is a native Clevelander and a BFA graduate of the music theater program at Otterbein College. He regularly teaches and lectures on musical theater and the entertainment industry in New York City and throughout the world, member of the Casting Society of America. Thank you, Michael. Last but not least, we want to thank all of our volunteers. I believe they all came from Montclair State. Is that true? And they have done amazing work for us. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you very much. Have a good night, and we'll see you in 2 years.